Hey everyone, my name is Greg, and today I'm going to introduce you one of the newest and most high-tech table tennis robots on the market. The robot is named the Omni S Pro and is made by a company called PongBot. I've been putting the robot to the test the last few weeks, and I'm now ready to share my personal opinions with you guys. So let's get started. Overall, the robot was super easy to set up and get going. From the moment I saw the robot, it felt more like a computer than it did a machine that throws balls at you.
This thing is awesome.
There were a few other things that came in the box besides the robot. There was the manual, the netting, the power cable, and also the digital e-pad tablet. I installed the poles that hold the netting. Then I got the netting itself installed, and I could already tell that the netting on this robot was way nicer than on my old robot. Then I just plugged the thing in and turned it on. That's it. I then spent the next few weeks putting this robot to the test and seeing what I liked and disliked about the robot. Now let's jump into my list of things I liked when trying out this robot. So let's get the basics out of the way first. The robot can produce great variations in spin, it can place the ball anywhere on the table, and it's consistent in its placements on the table. Also, if there's ever a drill that's placing the ball too far or too short, it's very easy to just adjust it right as you're starting the drill and then get going. One thing you'll learn about older table tennis robots is a lot of them require you to manually adjust the height to play shorter or longer balls. With this robot, that is gone. You'll never have to manually adjust the head on the robot ever again. The head moves itself for every shot. This makes it much easier to switch between drills without having to stop and constantly mess with the robot. One of the very first things I noticed about this robot was how insanely quiet it was. I don't know if my old Amicus Advance was just a really loud robot, but this was surprising to me and it made a huge difference in my garage. Just listen. The digital e-pad tablet was very responsive and had a nice UI to use. The mobile app worked great as well, but I found myself favoring to use the tablet because I just didn't always have my phone on me. The netting is much larger and nicer on the new robot. This makes a huge difference. It captures a lot more balls, so I'm not chasing them all over my garage when playing. I probably should have thought about switching out the netting for my old robot, but I just never did. So overall, the robot looks awesome. It has vibrant, bright colors and a sleek design. Another thing is it talks.
Welcome, let's play. Start training. Training completed.
I know, it's kind of creepy, but still pretty cool. Another thing you'll notice is that there's lights on top and bottom when the balls are being launched out of the robot. These lights are actually really cool because they correspond to the spin that's being placed on the ball. If you guys have any questions that I haven't already answered in this video, please put them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to go through those and get you answers. All right, so let's move on to my list of things I disliked. And I had a lot of fun with this robot, but there were a few things that I wanted to mention.
When starting a training drill, there's no delay after you press start. So you're rushing over to get into position and aren't ready for the first couple balls. It would be nice to have some sort of training delay start setting where you can set a number of seconds delay you want before starting any training drills.
So the fact that it has a voice that actually talks was kind of cool at first, but after hearing it over and over and over again,
Welcome. Start training completed. Let's play. Start training completed.
I kind of wish there was a setting to just turn off the voice. And that's it. So what's my final verdict on this robot? I love it. I really do. This is the most fun I've ever had playing in my garage. I think that the quietness of the robot and never having to manually adjust the head are my two favorite features. It just makes practicing so much smoother and more enjoyable with the quietness. And having the star 1, 2, 3 difficulties was actually really nice to have because I didn't have to tweak settings most of the time I play with this thing. I can just come out. If I feel like I can play on a 2-star, I'll play 2. If I do 3, I do 3. Saves me a lot of time when practicing. I think the robot's awesome. The amount of features you're getting with this thing at this price point are unheard of. You'd be paying $500, $800 more than what you'd be paying for this. But I'm really curious to see what happens in the market reacting to this robot because the other ones are gonna have to keep up. And that's the end. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to support my channel, subscribe. Thanks again, and see you in the next one. Later.